I think that it is absolutely insane and extremely hypocritical for a lot of us women to go around demanding that a man have all of his shit together, that he have all of his money, that he have the nicest car, the nicest clothes, the nicest house, can take care of us and spoil us. And meanwhile, we turn around and don't have shit to offer this man in return but our vagina. What happened to sticking by your man's side and building him up? What happened to working together as a team to get those things? Why do we want the end product or the end results of that man, but we're not ready and willing to go through that struggle in order to make that man be what we want him to be? I am so sick and tired of hearing women say things like, I don't have time to work on a man. I don't have time to build a man up. I don't have time for these Bob the Builder ass men. But yet, you're a Bob the Builder ass chick. You want him to build you up. You want him to work with you. So fellas, unless she is ready and willing to reciprocate that same energy and give you back those same qualifications that she's demanding of you, please leave her Betty the Builder ass right there on the sidewalk where you found her.
Never replace the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Nothing will replace that dynamic. But when I see y'all with y'all big titties, men with big titties, y'all Chicago women, that's what I call you. Bree from Ism Radio. If y'all watch Tariq, Bree is from Chicago. Y'all that mean, you mean. Don't nobody fucking want to fuck with a mean woman. Where'd y'all get this notion that you don't know, you don't seem to get that you have an energy about yourself? You got an energy about yourself. And I be seeing y'all with the most negative, toxic attitudes. You already got a body that's built like sadness and a love seat with no love. And then you'd have been entertaining this toxic programming for so long. And you got this negative cloud all on you where you think you smiling and you're not even smiling. It's so toxic. And you think somebody's supposed to want to marry you? Wife that up. We're supposed to want to wife that up and treat you like you precious? You're not precious acting like a goddamn parole officer. You own somebody. That ain't right. This ain't right. That ain't right. You got a mouth ready to complain about everything. And you think some goddamn beautiful Idris Elba looking black man supposed to come out the sky, swoop your old mean toxic black ass up and just say, oh, you living happily ever after. It don't work like that. What the fuck y'all think is gonna happen? You sit here and entertain that shit for 20 years, 30 years, 10 years. You think you gonna get some miraculous bow to come swoop you up and a bow ass to come save your life? That's why these goddamn churches is lying to y'all ass. What makes you think you can look like anything, think like anything, talk against your black kings, and think one gonna come save your ass? It don't work like that. Who you listen? You must be waiting on a white man then, cause that ain't how brothers work. Cause you don't work like that. Who is wanting to pick up your ass just because you got titties and a vagina? Don't nobody want to be around you. You can't even make nobody smile. The way you think about black love is in the toilet. These black men out here high maintenance. Really? Really? Girl, if you don't get your ass out of here, it hasn't happened for you for a reason. And I'm sitting up here and I have to listen to y'all talk this shit daily, post after post. It's an epidemic, my niggas. It is an epidemic right now to be single. You better fucking wake the goddamn fuck up. You can be pretty as hell, just like she is. Just like you guys are. Pretty as fuck, but about to be single as fuck. And you know what? That negative spirit, it takes away from your beauty. It does. You're not even as pretty as you think you are. You're not even as pretty as you think you are. Just because you got titties and a vagina? You think that's all that ain't? Men with big old titties, that's what I call y'all women that don't have feminine grace, and that's masculine, and you mean, and it's just everybody else that don't understand you. Everybody else, no. It's not everybody else. You just so fucking mean, you a bitch. You need to heal. You really a sweetheart, but don't nobody want to know that shit. Really a sweetie pie. You can get mad whoever this touch is fucking hitting all of y'all, because this is true. This woman is talented to do my hair. As talented as y'all are, y'all gonna be broke and single by yourself. Now, she can go, I ain't broke. We ain't rich. You ain't got millions. We struggling. We gotta be honest about the shit. And it's no reason that we have to be out here like this, uncovered, unprotected. Well, I heard what you said, and I feel that the black man, okay, fuck me. Fuck what I'm talking about. Go get your white bread and go get ghetto gagged and shit like that. Go think that you got another savior and another race of men besides the black and the African man. You go play yourself. That's what's happening. Y'all 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old. You still ain't figured that out yet. Because you don't know how to be on code. It's only 3 types of black people: brilliant, basic, and brain dead. You figure out which one you are. But you start sounding basic and brain dead when you think some men gonna want to save your ass when you got a I hate men poster in the spirit on your goddamn face. You just say, I hate men. I hate men. Just say I hate men. Just say I hate men. What the fuck do y'all really think that shit is attractive? To go talking about what you don't like and what they not doing and all this shit. You know how typical and common that is to have that conversation with black women these days? And I'm so sick of it. God damn, I sit down. Motherfuck. I don't even want to know if you're single, because I know it's going to come with that bullshit. You think I want to hear somebody talk about black women, talk shit about black women? What you think I would let somebody talk shit about black women and I'm sitting right there? So what makes you think that's how fucked up we are in the sisterhood? It's so many of us that hate black men. It's okay to talk shit about black men. You think that somebody's not going to check you on it? The fuck you think you going to talk about black men and I'm not going to say something? Y'all too comfortable out here. That's how I know you have no respect for the black man. You so comfortable talking about what he ain't. To the average person that you don't know, it's common talk to talk like this amongst each other. That's how fucking sick we are. And you think Idris Elba, what do y'all expect Idris Elba to come out the sky and swoop your old mean ass up and make all the pain go away? No. You're gonna be by yourself, struggling to figure it out, mad at me. You're gonna be mad at me forever, baby. I'm gonna be sucking my man's dick, making money, happy. You can take this work, get this work in order to apply to your ass, get your shit together, or you're not. It's that simple. Everybody's not gonna find love and happiness. So you better figure out what side are you on. Are you the one that it's never gonna happen for? Because that's a lot of you guys. Some of you guys, it's never gonna happen for you. You need to figure out what extracurricular activities you want to do in place of having a beautiful, loving relationship, because it's not gonna happen for you. I don't know who that is, who that applies to, but this is just the truth. It's not gonna happen for all of you. A lot of you are gonna die before you put forth those great projects and those ideas. You're gonna die before that shit happens now. I'm here to tell you the truth today. It's not gonna happen for all of you. You're not gonna see those visions come to pass. That's not gonna happen for a lot of people. And so I'm sick and tired of acting like this shit is a game. This is not a game. You either get busy living or you get busy dying. Today, decide. But shut the fuck up for those that are happy. You wait to see if we one of these bitches that hate black men. But don't you dare for 1 minute just assume you can shit on a black man in my presence. You won't do it. I sat there and got my hair done, and at the end of that shit, I understood her pain. I saw what she needed. I wanted to scoop her up. I envisioned that man that she needed. When I hear your birthdays and shit like that, I be knowing, oh my God, you just a genius, you just brilliant, and don't know who you are. Of course it feels bad to not have somebody to understand your shit like that. In my mind, I be wanting to be y'all man sometimes, because I see what you need. I know how precious you are. And you out here shitting on the one that brought you in this world. Talking about I ain't seen nobody but my daddy. Ain't no men like my daddy. Well, respect your daddy. Respect your daddy. Don't talk against a black man. Cause you frustrated and single and overweight. And don't nobody want to check for your mean ass with big titties. It's a new day, ladies. Figure out if this is the page you want to be on. I curse. I love my man. I love sucking his dick. I love black women. I love black love. Figure the shit out today. It's a new day. Whoever's coming to the retreat, we getting past this shit. Now. Talking about, well, they ain't this and they ain't that. Y'all better get y'all acts together and get rid of this toxic behavior so somebody can't love your mean ass.
Yo, what's going on, brothers? Thanks for tuning in to another dialogue with the raw, the real, and the red pill. And, man, on this dialogue, we're going to discuss what's coming ahead with the attitude changes of our women. You know, they're going to start copping pleas. They started to do it right now. Yes, indeedy. They are finally seeing that their bare naked ass is out for feet of random men to go up in it. They getting a foot put up their ass, man. This ain't no irony to this. You know what I'm saying? Women are hypergamous. They are self-persevering. You know, not by themselves, of course, but they cling on to the next best thing, per se, for survival. They do what they can to survive. So, you know, we're going to talk about this and my views on how I think this is going to pretty much go down. You know, upon watching these two videos, you know, man, it's like I had, you know, the simp nature almost rose in me, man, because both of these women was, you know, real good looking to me, you know. Shit, the first one, man, she had that delicious brown skin, had the dreadlocks. Man, shawty was fine as shit. You know what I'm saying? But we all know the weakness of a man. That's what Mgtow is about. That's what Ibmor is about. We can't let that be our weakness, because they know that that's our weakness. That's why they dress provocatively. That's why they wear makeup. That's why they pretty much beautify themselves, because they know that men are weak for them. But, you know, I had to look deep down inside myself, and, you know, I had to get that simp nature up out of me real quick. We got to constantly do that. We got to constantly ingest these red pills and stay grounded into reality. We have to do that. You know, we need to retain our semen for periods of time. Of course, as men, we're going to want to get one off. You know what I'm saying? So here and there, I can't knock it. Especially the purple pill brothers. Go ahead and knock a bitch down. You know what I'm saying? Get your man off. But on the same note, you can't be constantly drained and constantly, because you become weakened. Literally, physically, and mentally, and spiritually. We can look at Solomon and how the kingdom was divided. He started going wayward because of his hoes, man, because of his wives. Sacrificing to their gods and whatnot. You know, so we got to stay firm, grounded, and logical. You know, we know the nature of woman here. You know, the reason why they copping this plea is because they're seeing that essentially they're on their own. Keep in mind, they see what's going on in the media. They see what's going on in the news. They see these other nations of men, whether it be Asian men, Indian men, Arab men, oh man, and a notorious white man. Yeah, Nia Wilson, they know what's going on. They ain't got no goddamn covering. And they're starting to realize that. And some of the smarter ones can foresee what's ahead, you know, 2 to 5 years down the road if this place is still here. if it's not burnt down by nuclear fire by then. But, you know, they're starting to see the path that things are going on. The white man is no longer her friend. Her job has been done. You know, we have a couple generations of non-thinking and defective children who are now adults. You know, this LGBT goal is done. You know, the black community is pretty much finished, and it's so destroyed that it's really no rebuilding it. And really, honestly, it's like it ain't no point in rebuilding it. For what? Because you throw the BAW some crumbs. She's too easily manipulated by outside forces. You know, it was heartwarming, and you know, it sounded good, and it kind of felt good to, you know, hear these women kind of profess their love for their kings and, you know, step up and speak out against the fuckery that's been going on with our women and their mentality for the last 40 to 50 years. But we got to be grounded here. Why are they doing this? You know, the simps are going to come out. Yeah, the simps finna come out real soon, because these ain't going to be the only two. There's going to be a lot more of this going on. And I can even foresee Isaiah 4:1 situations. You know, when 7 women shall cling on to one man, because shit didn't even get gangster yet. They think it's bad now. It ain't. It just getting started, baby. This the beginning of woes right here. And my personal stance is, if these women don't got no covering already, they don't got no man already, man, then my stance is, you know, when they wave that white flag, let them suffer a little bit. Let them suffer, man. Let them get that foot up in their ass. Let them see who the only men in this world who will be for them is. Let them see the error of their ways. Let the pride be broken, even in bloodshed. Do I wish that upon anybody? No. But I am grounded in reality, and I know what's ahead. And Nia Wilson, anybody? This is just the beginning. You know, these other nations about to go to town on her ass. Shit hasn't even got real yet, man. You know, brother, you are the prize. They are fully aware of that. The marriage rate is declining. You know, the government knows this. See, the whole bait and trick bag was the sexualization of our woman, which is the venom that ultimately destroyed a lot of men, and killed a lot of men, whether it be financially or emotionally or mentally. You know, literally, a lot of men are incarcerated for popping that one chick who was real sexy, real bad, you know, real good looking, and it wound up becoming his demise. So with this Mgtow movement, the white man as well as these women are starting to realize that the sexualization is beginning to be ignored. And quite frankly, when I see what turns my eyes nowadays is a woman who is modest, a woman who is covered. You know what I mean? When you see that woman, you know, when she got that dress on, you know, if she built, you know what I'm saying? If that ass eating up that dress, you're going to notice. She don't got to wear leggings and provocative clothing, you know, because honestly, when you see a woman who's not covered, it just shows her the easiest. It just shows that she's advertising attention unto herself, which potentially the attention that she could get could be a potential threat to your crown. All the men trying to holler, you know what I mean? It increases the chances of her infidelity, because if a serpent or another individual, per se, in the literal terms, but when the serpent comes up to her, that she has grabbed his attention. And what's the main goal? That serpent coming for your head, essentially. You know, that other man going to be coming to take your crown. You know, when these bitches be giving it up, these bitches, man, they really won't have to. They're gonna really have to prove something, dog. And a lot of them, it ain't gonna matter. The damage has been done. It's a little bit too late for reconciliation. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I know on Family Guy, man, you know, Family Guy, that cartoon, when he's like, get out of here, get out of here. That's how I had to do that to the little simp spirit in me, man. That little simp, that's little, you know, that soft spot that every man has in his heart. You know, when I listen to these women, I'm like, man, the first one, I was like, damn, sis. You know, and the second one, man, she talked real loud. She was a very boisterous woman. You know, she sounded like a screamer. You put that dick up in it real good, she probably scream, you know. Let me not talk like that because she has a covering. That's wrong. But, you know, them two nice little flavors right there coming out waving the flag. Trying to get other women to join them in the flag waving. But don't simp out. This is in comparison. You know, this is in comparison to a rebellious child, right? We know women are like children. You tell them the right thing. You know, you have that rebellious child. They're in and out of jail. They're costing you money, time off work. They're constantly trying to be over them. They're fighting against you. They don't want to do what the fuck you're telling them to do, even though it's the right thing. And then that particular time, they're around the wrong crowd of people. And, you know, they happen to get locked up. There comes a point in time when the father's like, you know what? You're going to sit and learn your lesson. I'm not bailing you out. You're going to sit in that jail until your court date. You're going to get your judgment. And if you come home, you come home a changed individual. You come home with some wisdom, and you're going to come home knowing better. But I ain't saving you no more. That is the tough love of a man. You know what I'm saying? That's the tough love of a man. And that's what we want to show these women, you know, tough love. You dig what I'm saying? We got to show them tough love. Don't simp out, man. For what? For what? Now, hypothetically thinking, man, hypothetically saying, if all the brothers, when these women start playing and copping pleas, which is going to happen way, way more, because I promise you, every week, and it's going to get to the point where every day something foul is going to happen to a black woman. Follow World Star Hip Hop, follow Fly Hype, follow the news. You're going to start seeing it. The bullseye is on their heads. Socially, because everyone's tired of her shit. The beast that the white man has created, everyone is tired of that shit. So us brothers, we don't gotta, you know, do nothing to this woman. The society in itself is going to turn the back on the whore. The society itself. And that's how Most High is going to do it. She won't be able to blame the black man. They can't blame a black man for Nia Wilson. They can't demonize us for that. They can demonize us for not doing nothing about it, but hey, tough love. You know, I'm sure that little girl father try to put her on game. Try to tell her what time it is. You know? Hey, it is what it is. Tough love, man. Like I said, when these women come out here begging and professing how much of a king you are, and brother this, and I love my black man. This is a new tune. This is a new melody. Don't get me wrong. I love the way it sounds. But let them learn. Let them learn. Now, let's say this is the reason why. Because let's say this is also the reason why it means little to nothing. Because let's say the marriage rates increase. Men start, you know, getting back with these women. And it's hard to give a scenario that seems realistic, because every scenario in which that could remove you from power as a man and raise her up with power over you has already been done. So it's like, what more could they do? But let's just say, you know, they get offered more crumbs, right? Instead of 25% of your income for child support, the white man says, we'll give you 95% of this man's income per child. The white man says, if you get pregnant and you put that man to the side, we will give you a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. We have a new program because black woman need more help or something like that. You know, that was going to happen. I think the gravy train is over, you know, or the government or the system that be, you know, black woman, for every child you have, we're going to give you $1,000 in food stamps per child. You know, just if they just up the ante on the crumbs, the systemic crumbs that they offered this BAW to do us in the first place. If every man turns around and say, baby, it's okay, I forgive you, come on back to the black man, baby, we love you. You know, we do love him. I think the black woman's the most beautiful woman in the world, personally. And I like them chocolate woman too. You know, I like them deep chocolate. I had a chocolate woman really put an impression on me in my youth, and it's something about that glistening chocolate ass while you busting it down from the back. It's something about that, man. You know, I like all shades, but that's personally my favorite. But let's say we all bring them all back, you know, start taking these women in. Let's say it gets to the point where it becomes a polygamous nature, like Isaiah 4:1, but the system hasn't crumbled yet, per se. Now, let's say the system hasn't completely failed and the man have multiple women, right? It's not too far-fetched. It is not too far-fetched. So, essentially, if the white man says to the black woman, you know what, nigger bitch? We've been a little mean to you the last 10 years. Let's go ahead and treat you a little better. We promise to treat you a little better. We're going to give you all these extra benefits, more so than what you had last time. Man, these black bitches going to fuck you over like they did the first time, brother. They're going to walk away from you again. They're going to be right back in that family court. They're going to be right back weaponizing your children for the bigger crumbs. That's why I say let them suffer. To even when the moment of temptation come, they will know not to go left again. Now, there will be a time, as we all know, we know this, there is going to be a time when it's going to be an all-out attempted genocide on our people. Some brothers might stand, some brothers might continue to stand down. Me, I'm taking the proper, precautions, slide fires, level 4 ceramic plates, shit like that, and they're all in the cut, because it's not going to just be the BAW shortly. It's going to start with her. She's going to feel that burn first. And then, when the system actually collapses, when Jacob's trouble is going to arrive, the trouble of our people is going to be widespread. And then at that point, you might want to take in an extra woman. Maybe, possibly. When there's no way for her to fuck you over. And in that time, and it's starting to rise up, all it's going to take is more continuous sore strokes on this woman. All it's going to take is for the Most High to lay down more strokes on her. And they're going to continue to humble down. And it's going to get to the point where they don't care if you got another woman. You are a king, brother. Brother, you are a king. Allow me. Take away my reproach. They're going to start coming to you like that. Give it some time. The scriptures is manifesting. The only way I feel as though we should give any type of fuck about their apologetic nature that's beginning to come out is when all measures of systemic fuckery against you is removed. When there ain't no more judicial court, basically when it's all hell breaking loose and all shit hitting the fan. And quite frankly, even in that day, aside from sexual pleasures, there's really not too much this hoe can do for you anyway. So a lot of brothers are going to have to use a lot of discernment dealing with these women. Because just because a woman or a person, an individual general, puts on a facade, doesn't mean that that's who they are. Who are these people? Who are you? How do you read somebody? How do you discern somebody? People can change. Yeah, they can change. But do you want somebody in your presence who have done particular things in their life? A lot of these bitches got 101 skeleton bones in their closet, man. To where in that moment of temptation, she'll add another bone to that shit. Even if it means putting your head on the chopping block. So you gotta understand, man, the nature of these women. You know, I like women, I love women, man. Take that back. You can either love a woman, hate a woman, or understand a woman. I understand them. As a man, I'm sexually attracted to women, especially our women, but I know what time it is, man. I ain't young no more. I ain't green no more. I ain't simping no more. When these females, this is the last thing I'm going to say on this before I close it out, is they begin to wave that white flag and surrender the gender war against you, which it actually has been a complete gender war. When that flag is waved and they want a covering and a protection over them, because they sure as hell don't have no protection nor no covering because they're single mothers. When they start seeking for that, stand down, man. Stand down. Give them that tough love. You know, give them that tough love and watch them. Watch them increase. Watch them increase in numbers as they beg and plead with you. But in the moment that you choose to add one on under your covering, immediately dominate. Immediately break this whole down. Immediately shape and mold her as a potter molds the clay. Immediately mold her to the individual that you want her to be. It ain't about what she wants you to be. Fuck what she wants you to be. It's about what you want her to be, to add unto you. For she is your possession. You understand? Some people buy Hondas for long mileage, for longevities. Some people buy Mercedes for looks. Some people buy Lamborghinis for speed. You know, whatever the case is, I hope y'all catching on to the metaphor, but you're going to need this woman for what the fuck you want her to be. That's why in that first video, I put a little laughing emoji and was like, she's backwards. Men get the standards. So when you take on these women, give her some time, let them feel the burn. You know, that's even if you choose to, because that alone is a risk in nature. It's a risk, man, because these bitches ain't to be trusted. They proved it. They already proved it. They proved that they will fuck you over, and at the end of the day, put themselves as the victim when you are really the victim. They already showed you that they are willing to do that and have done it. The only reason why there's a change of heart and a white flag waving viciously in the air is because she's starting to get fucked up. She needs a covering. When that simp nature rises, for the time being, you gotta get out of here. Get out of here. You gotta stomp that simp nature out. You gotta get it the fuck off of you. You gotta remain cold. You gotta remain focused. Because a woman without a man, quite frankly, is a victim. She's a vulnerability. She's vulnerable. The shit has not even hit the fan yet. She getting feet up her ass left and right. She's getting blades in her neck. She is starting to recompense the evil from other evils for her evil. You understand? That's how the Father worked. If you read the book of Enoch, how did he get rid of the Nephilim? I mean, prior to the flood, he put a spirit of confusion and war on these Nephilim. They started fighting each other and killing each other, but you know what I'm saying? So the Father would use evil against evil to annihilate it. So yeah, the country's going to be judged. You know, we see that already. You know, I have some stock shares, and every day that goes by, I consider pulling it all out, because who knows when it's going to fall, when all's going to crumble. You know, that's besides the point. But you know, white people out here about to go through it too. From the hands of their own people, their cousins in Russia. You know what I mean? Their extended family of white people. They're beefing amongst each other. But everybody's going to get their just desserts. Believe that. And the BOW is beginning to get hers. All they got to do, man, they're going to cut these benefits, and oh my goodness, brother, they're going to be crying. They're going to be sobbing. Man, you ain't going to be able to go nowhere without some hoe trying to attach herself to you, man. You might be walking in and out the store. The woman might unbutton her blouse more. They already do this shit. They're going to enhance the entrapment through their sexuality. We're going to get to the point where a woman is not going to care if you got a woman or not, man. They might go straight to your woman, like, please, can you please introduce me to your man, please? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 3 days. Guys are looking at me funny. I had to run away from some white guys. They were trying to rape me. I'm terrified. I don't know what to do. Please let me come home with you and your husband. Please, I'll help. I'll cook. I'll clean. There's going to be a lot of Hagars out this motherfucker. These bitches going to be serving for real. Because if your woman going to allow you to bring another woman in, because they pity other women. And then that day, some of these women is cold though. They're gonna let these bitches die out this motherfucker. They too selfish, man. They selfish as shit. But even then, we'll be humbled down if you stand firm in how you feel. You tell her like, look, the first time your bitch ain't trying to fuck one morning when you horny, you trying to get your man off, you be like, look, man, I need another wife. Look, I need another woman because you can't. We have high sex drives as men. We're highly sexual people because the Father put that drive in us. Because we multiply like the sands of the sea. While a lot of women and men of other nations, they have problems having children. They have problems, getting pregnant and stuff like that. We don't got them problems for real. You know what I mean? And if your woman can't tend to that in that day, she might be like, you know what? I might as well ride with him, or he's going to put me to the side. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come a time where the Father's going to allow us to be dominant again. What's been going on for the last, it's really been on and off hundreds and hundreds of years. But, concerning the black community being the matriarchy and the feminism, as of recent, since the late 60s and the early 70s. That was for a moment. And it was even written. The Father will bring a new thing into the earth where a woman shall encompass a man. So what we see, all the rights that a man should have, a woman has. She has the right to polygamy. She can have a nigga a foodie nigga to feed her. She can have a nigga who got the good sex. She can have a nigga who got the money who gonna trick off on her. She'll have 3 to 4 to 10 men, for her purposes. That should be you, brother. And brother, if you have this many women, then you're a womanizer. Oh man, you're a womanizer. You're a fucking, they're gonna call you a hoe. They're gonna call you the whore. Like that shit is gender specific. It is gender specific, but they're confused. You see what I'm saying? But the Father's gonna throw it all back in order. And that order is gonna have to come and them getting fucked up. And for reality to strike, the Father works in very mysterious ways, brethren. But yeah, man, these women, our women are starting to wave the flag. You're gonna see a lot more of this. They're copping. They see what's going on. They starting to realize they butt ass naked out this motherfucker. If they need everybody to casually just walk up and poke them in the neck. You know what I mean? They have no covering, butt ass naked out this motherfucker. No pun intended. But, just something to consider. Stand your ground. Continue to focus on your goals. Continue to prepare for the days ahead. Continue to raise your children, my brothers who got children, who are able to do such things. You know what I mean? Because we already know a lot of these women make it difficult for you. Just continue to do the right thing, brethren. Continue to grow in your spirituality. In your wisdom and your discernment. Continue to move how you move. For all my brothers out here who a lot of us brothers ain't even tripping off these hoes no more, man. It's Mgtow going on, Ibmor going on. This brothers who even practicing the seminal retention right now. This bitch is on the back burner for a lot of us. Where she should be. Because if she's not, then you putting her as a god. That's idolatry. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how it should be. But If you choose to take a woman, just wait a little while longer. And when you see these women fall by the edge of the sword, we see these women fall through wickedness and evil when it approaches them. Because it's upon the horizon and it's starting to happen to them. Continue to let it happen. Let's cross our arms and see what the fuck she's gonna do about it. Where's the strong, independent black woman? We want to see it. Because they could, get on some Wakanda shit and, band together and, fuck some people up. But, it's not in them. You know what I'm saying? They think it is. They talk like it is. They act like it is. But we got to see that shit. It's about time for us to see that thing, man. Let them suffer, man. It is what it is. And you'll know when the time is right if you so choose to take on another burden of another woman. Because they're burdens to us. We're not burdens to them. We're blessings to them. We are the prize. We are the resource that they need. They need us. We don't need them. It's nice to have them when they are in their purpose. But when that day comes, your duty, brother, is going to be to put them in their purpose, period. We need to learn a lesson from this. She shall not be your equal. She shall not be liberated. And she's going to do what the fuck you tell her to do, period. And if she's not down with that, then let her be. She's not worth your covering because she's gonna fuck you over. She's gonna fuck you up. She's gonna give ear to every vessel that comes past her. You know what I'm saying? To every doctrine that comes past her. You are her doctrine. You are her leadership, and you are her direction, and you are her covering. You understand? So when these women get humble, when the time comes when you can just pick and choose whatever hoe you want out here, consider these things. But for now, just leave that white flag on the top of the hill waving. Just leave it waving as her enemies come down upon her head. The cries of the surrender shall be great. Thank you for tuning into the Raw, the Real, the Red Pill. And I'll catch you next time. Shalom.